Okay, so I've been out of the game for a couple of months now. I tried to actually live life and all I got from it was gonorrhea. So I decided to come back, but during my time away from the game I kept seeing ads for it, saying things about how it's the best it's ever been, and that the time to play is now. Which I laughed at because, well, the game hasn't been anything great as of late. On top of that, you have all the controversies and really all the other great games that have been coming out. So why the hell would anyone want to play WoW right now? Well, I've come back to check it out, and we're going to be taking a look at all the different versions of the game, and not just the current one. Now before we get into it, make sure to hit that like button and hit that sub button if you're interested. I promise I upload frequently. Starting with the classic versions of the games, it doesn't look good right now. Both TBC and Season of Mastery seem to have a population problem. And although there are servers that you can hop on and join and really play the full experience of each game, there are a ton of dead servers, and a lot of people are transferring to the live servers. I had to do this not too long ago on my first server of Fairbanks on the TBC version of the game, and it's really sad to see. But I'm not surprised about it. I mean, the population was going to go down, everybody knew that, but it is kind of hard to see only a few servers actually have a really healthy population. As far as the game itself goes, I believe bots are still a problem and people buying gold, but that's never going to go away, unfortunately. And new patches are still coming out and there's plenty to do in both versions of the game. If you really wanted to, you can make a character on one of these high population servers and play it to its fullest. And it's actually a great time to join TBC right now because a lot of catch-up mechanics are being implemented, so if you haven't been playing or if you want to get back into it, now's the time. But overall, there isn't too much to say. I mean, these are the versions of the games. If you want to play them, you can play them. Just make sure to play on a high population server. Otherwise, you're going to be playing with like 2 other people, and honestly, that's not as fun as you would think it would be. Now on to the current expansion World of Warcraft, we have the ShadowLands. Frankly, I can only speak to a certain extent because I quit fairly early on. However, WoW has been following a formula, and it seems like much hasn't changed in the way of that formula. And that formula is having in-game systems that you grind out over a period of time that make your character stronger. Be it doing the daily quest, a daily tower or dungeon, a currency to upgrade your base that you can only earn so much of per day, etc, etc. It's like most modern games today where you hop on, do your missions for that day, get your rewards, and then hop off, or do some casual playing. Of course you have your dungeons and raids, and although I have not done them, I have heard great things about them, and people seem to really enjoy the content. Plus you have plenty of casual fun objectives you can do in WoW at any time. There are plenty of mounts to be collected along with pets. And with transmog being in the game, you can literally collect every piece of wearable gear for your character to have the ultimate closet in the game. So logging back into it after some time, I met with a world full of exploration, new mounts and pets to obtain, and a ton of gear to acquire. Sounds pretty good, right? It does, and honestly I think it's a fun game. However, there is a reason I don't play it and only log in here or there. In ShadowLands, it feels like you have to force interaction between players and find people to play with. People rarely talk in dungeons, questing for the most part is solo, or you just have people come in randomly to help kill a mob and then disappear. You can find a guild to play with and interact with, however these guilds just don't do it for me personally. In the older versions of the game, you will be talking and playing with players no matter what. You'll find people while questing, you'll recognize and get to know the people on your server from doing dungeons, you'll find a spawn in a guild no matter what. And that's the main reason I don't play ShadowLands. It honestly feels like a solo player game. Yes, there's people there and you can interact with them, but it's only if you want to or if they want to. Plus there are tons of servers merged together, so getting to recognize names and people is very difficult. That's why I prefer the TBC and classic versions of the game, because you really do get to know the people and make friends. Overall though, is this the perfect time to join World of Warcraft? And honestly, I have to kind of say no on that part. There isn't anything fancy going on. It's World of Warcraft, you can join in, you can have fun, there is fun to be had. But is there something so enticing that you have to play this game over every other game that's coming out right now? Absolutely not. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting right now. Even though there are patches that come, we already know what's going to happen in those patches for, TBC and Season of Mastery. ShadowLands, I'm not sure on what they're doing with the patches, but if I'm hearing everything correctly from the videos I watch, it seems like they're kind of scrapping ShadowLands and are already working on the next expansion. Overall, I'm going to be playing TBC and Season of Mastery and will not be playing ShadowLands, but that's just me personally once again. If I missed anything, please let me know. I did just kind of log back in after not playing for quite a few months and just kind of checking everything out, and this is really the vibe that I got. That Season of Mastery and TBC servers were kind of dying. There's a few really healthy ones that you can still enjoy and play on, but for the most part, a lot of the servers are empty. And that ShadowLands is just I mean, it's current World of Warcraft. It kind of feels like all the other expansions that I've been playing in recent times. But thank you for watching the video. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace! I miss Bob Saget.